Hey everyone, welcome to Works for Tools channel. I'm Eric. You know, the other day I went to get something out of my trunk and I couldn't believe how much stuff was in there. So I thought we'd do a fun little junk in your trunk video. Stay tuned though, I do have a couple Amazon tool haul videos coming up. I got some stuff from there I wanted to show. It's just been busy times. I haven't had time to get a video together for that, but I thought we'd have a fun one, take a few minutes to go through my trunk. What's in your trunk? Leave it in the comments maybe about some of the stuff. Weird stuff, whatever, but this is going to take a minute, so let's get looking at it. Alright, so like I said, there's a lot of stuff in here. I didn't even know where to start, but we'll kind of maybe go here and work our way around. Got my boots for work. Got my truck behind me so I could put it in the truck to get things out of the way. Here's a fire extinguisher I got from Walmart. Good to always have one of these in your car. Not all the stuff staying in the trunk necessarily, it's just what I happen to need to clean it out. So a power inverter that I got from Walmart, 1000 watt. I got plans for that. So we'll see what use I can put this to. Trying to grab it with one hand's another story. Got to get a GoPro or something. Another thing from Walmart, got a couple of 3-ton jacks. We'll talk about those sometime in the future. Got plans for those. But it's always good to have some jacks around. If you're doing work at home or whatever. Diamond grip gloves. These are some of my favorite gloves. And I got these through Jersey Discount Tool Company. You got to buy them as a case, but when you do that, it makes them, I think, a little less than $12 a box. So you can't beat that deal. Got a funnel, part that came off the door in my car, my little commuter beater here, PB blaster over here. Got this, we'll look at this in a second, but up here we got some more gloves, some pretty thick ones for when I didn't have the other kind in there. Got tire iron. This is for, you know, bringing your groceries home in the cold, hot and cold stuff. Sheet for laying down to work on something under the car. Here's a tripod for when I do some videos. I left it in here because I might do something at work. I might do something at home. This is Carnage Tools jump starter. This thing works pretty good. It's not super heavy duty, so it's not going to start maybe a diesel or whatever, but it does start, you know, smaller cars pretty well. Good to have in the trunk. I've helped a couple people at the gas station starting them up. I believe they gave this to me to try out, and thanks to Carnage Tools, either gave it to me or won it, I forget, but it's got all kinds of adapters. This is pretty cool, and it works really good. Like I said, I'm not sure how big of a thing it'll start. Over here, got these many years ago when I first started working on cars, and I'm not as good as I like to be with them, but when people lock their cars up, you got these key set for all different kinds, and you got to be get pretty good at trying to pick the lock with it, because that's what they're for. And they work pretty good. I've had most success with the foreign rockers and the GM and the Ford ones with the double-sided key like this. I've had pretty good success with those. Sometimes it doesn't. The newer cars are getting more tricky, so this really works better on older vehicles. Alright, we got my Blue Point kit I had to put in here the other day because I needed to do something. I showed this in a previous video a while back. Maybe I can link that, you know, down below or somewhere, and wherever in the description that shows about it, and you can get the whole tour of it. But it's 3/8 and 1/4 inch drive sockets, standard and metric. Actually goes pretty good size set. Got the metric and standard wrenches. They're like from 1/4 to 3/4 and 10 to 19. This has been a great set. I've done a lot of stuff with it. Doesn't have any wrenches or anything in it, but it's come in really handy for doing other stuff. Got a couple of pieces of 2x4s. They always come in handy for something. Found this the other day and some stuff, a fan that you can hook up to the battery. Not sure what I'm going to use that for. Flashlight a friend gave me. It's been in here a while, so it might not work. Oh, it does still work. And it's got batteries that come out of it with a rechargeable pack. What is this thing? There's a part number for it. So it's pretty cool. Works pretty good. I don't use it much though. Back here, pull this forward a little bit. We got regular jack. I forget how many tons that is. Probably just a little 2-ton. Used to have a tag, but it came off. Good for a flat tire. It's a lot quicker than the jack that comes in the car if you got a flat tire. What you use your tire iron, I already showed. Just a little book for holding on to some paperwork back there. Get this thing back in here. Anyway, for this purpose. Got a nice beanie for the cold that my wife made me. Crocheted herself. Very nice. Got a work shirt back here. Rag. A couple of hats for working out in the sun. It's in Arizona, so you need some protection. Alright, we'll get to this little box in a minute, but I got my handy little Autel scanner. This is a great little generic scanner. This is the one, I don't know if I showed it on here, but I showed on Instagram that I had to fix it, so I bought another one, but I butt connected these back together to see if it worked, and it does. So I just use it in the car in case I need to check a friend's codes or something. In here, we got a nice little set, a nice little voltmeter, just a little cheap one from Walmart. Needed to check something at the house, and I forgot to bring mine home, so I think this was like 20 bucks or less. I'll ever start. Works pretty good though. It's just a little generic battery tester. I mean, multimeter, and it does work pretty good. And I think it actually came with leads and a temperature probe. So, yeah, that works. I've used it, of course. Tape measure, fitting. I needed this the other day. I got a tire gauge, is why I put my socket set in the car so that I could put that together. Old Works for Tools hat. Be sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you enjoy watching the videos. I certainly appreciate it. It's fun to be able to put them out. Good old anti-stink for the boots. When it gets summer out here, they get pretty bad. Bandage wrap. This is the case that my the microphone I used came in this. I think I got it on Amazon. I forget how much it was, but it works pretty good. It's better than not having a mic. Hopefully my quality of sound's better. Got a filter strap, pliers here, a little blower, Allen wrench set. This was one that came with my daughter's bicycle when we got her one to help put it together. Pretty cool little multi-tool, though it is pretty not very strong, but it's a great idea. Here's the battery charging pack for that flashlight I showed. And this is a piece for a friend's glove box that broke on me, and we still haven't caught up with him to put that on. So if James is watching, I still have it. We just got to get to your truck, James. Here's a cool ratchet that a friend of mine gave to me. It's a regular ratchet, but it also, I don't have to do this while I'm holding the camera. See if we can get it in a better position. Lay it on something. So when you turn the handle, it turns the ratchet also, along with using it like a regular ratchet. So that was pretty cool. And I think it was from the Proto family or something. There's a part number on here. I can't really make it out with the video, but yeah, that was pretty cool. I hadn't seen one of those until he gave me this, so thanks, Tony. And we've got a screwdriver in here. Oh, Torx bit. I don't know, it's a square head thing. And a little tripod for holding your camera, your phone for taking videos. Charger for the battery pack over here. wrench that came with this thing for fixing the bicycle, putting the bicycle together. And this I got from Duluth Trading Company, I think it was. I got a gift card from them, and this is one of the tools I got. Really neat idea. Not super tough either, but it has bits and everything. But it is really cool, and the pliers, pretty cool. Tire gauge, some Teflon tape, and we got a universal snap ring pliers that you can put different ends on. I think the spring actually came off and I lost it, so that's one of those things that you wind up in your trunk that you just haven't gone through your trunk and thrown away. Like the level, you don't throw that away, but it belongs in the shed. Put it in here for something, and it winds up staying in here. And some random lock rod for something. And then some stickers from Champion Harley in Roswell, New Mexico. That was a cool place. Really liked going there. So there's all the junk in my trunk. Now I'm going to clean this up and leave some stuff at the house that probably doesn't need to be in here. Maybe I'll get better mileage without so much weight in there. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. And remember, don't just work for tools. Let the tools work for you. See you on the next one.